Coach Terry here. Happy Sunday morning, happy 4th of July. My wife says I make the best omelets in the world.
Yes.
So I'm going to show you how I do it. It's, I take some old Amsterdam cheese. This is going to be grated over the top. Peppers, mushrooms, a little sausage for flavor, and of course, we got some really special eggs from my friend Kathy Gernhardt, who does printing on anything but running water and fire. So really cool farm fresh eggs, and then I'll show you a little bit more as we get to go along here. Okay, so far we have the mushrooms and cherry tomatoes, slicing up some peppers. And you don't need a lot because it's all going to be spread around. That's the trick to making a really good breakfast, is you can have some really good tasty stuff, and if you don't use a lot of it, you can use things like real sausage and spread it across the bottom of the pan so it blends in with everything instead of eating tons of it on the side like most people do. So we got that chopped up. Okay, so here's everything that's going in there. We have mushrooms, cherry tomatoes cut in half, diced orange and yellow peppers. This is some kind of cheese, Gruyere cheese. I don't know if I pronounced that right. That's going in it. Notice it's sliced thin. It's just going to lay in there, and it'll be tasty. And then the shredded Old Amsterdam cheese is going to go over the top when I'm finished. And I use a little bit of sausage here. I flip it over, I cut it up into little pieces so that it shreds all through it, and I'll do the same thing with the mushroom. This is the bread we'll be using for the toast, whole grain, whole wheat, and Trader Joe's California style complete protein bread. Okay, so now before I put the eggs in there, which I'm going to do right now, I make a little strip in the center because that's where the omelette is going to fold. Otherwise it might break when I put it together at the end. Here's another secret tip. You gotta flip this a lot. Stir the heck out of the eggs. Don't be afraid to beat the crap out of them, because that's the way to get a really fluffy omelette. So here it goes. Alright. And we also cook that at a very low, not very low heat, but low heat, more like simmer. Because that way nothing gets burnt on the bottom, doesn't stick to the pan, and it's going to taste a heck of a lot better if it's not all charred to smithereens. Now I put the toast down because I know it takes about the time for the toast to be made for the omelette. Here come the tomatoes on board. Then we mix in the peppers. Alright. Kind of spread them around evenly. And little bits of cheese. That's the Gruyere cheese. We saved this for the rest. And don't forget this, folks. Italian seasoning on everything. Without Italian seasoning, the world would be a terrible place. Alright. And then we cover the pan, wait for the toast to be ready, and we'll put it all together in a few minutes. Here's another really cool tip. In order to keep your spatula from sticking to the eggs or pancakes or whatever else you make, because that would be sloppy, just give it a little bit of spray and it'll slide right under and take care of that. So that's another secret trick you learned today. So now it's time to flip this over. Well, we don't actually flip it over, we fold it. And I might need a skinnier spatula for this. This is a delicate operation. And, there it goes. Perfect. Look at this. Golden brown. Golden brown. Look at that. Oh, man. So now we're just going to divide this, put it on the plate and eat it. So here's the shredded Old Amsterdam cheese. Great flavor. Just lay that over the top. and strawberries. And there you have it. The traditional Sunday breakfast at Coach Terry's and Diane's house. And of course, Pete's coffee. The best coffee. Right? Yes. Pete's coffee is the best.